Okay, in reseller marketing, local is very important. So let's say I live in the Netherlands, I do, and I would be a brand. I work at a trade marketing department of a brand, and I have 300 local resellers who sell my products in the Netherlands. What could I do? I could run a nationwide campaign to increase visibility and boost demand and sales, or I could run 300 tiny campaigns around the points of sale. This is of course cheaper because I only spend advertising budget in the areas that really matter. So it's more efficient. It's also more effective. And why is that? Because the local points of sale, they are run by local people. And the people who live in the community or in the village or in the city, they know the local reseller. They know them from hockey, from tennis, maybe from festivities, or just by shopping at them previously. And that means if they bring your brand message, the local end consumer trusts your brand message much more than when you bring it yourself. So instead of, or on top of, bringing your brand message and increasing visibility and increasing demand and generating traffic, you also want your local influencers, your local resellers, to influence the local customers. And this can be done by hyperlocal marketing. It is also cheaper to advertise locally for a second reason. And why is that? Advertising is done by bidding. So if there is a lot of competition, this drives up the price. Now on a local level, less shops, less companies advertise. They strive for the attention of the same consumer way less. And this makes the advertising budget to reach people locally a lot lower than if you would run a nationwide campaign. Also, if you run a nationwide campaign, platforms like Facebook or Instagram or Google will see where they can sell your advertisement. Where can they place it? If there's more people in bigger cities like Amsterdam or Rotterdam or Den Haag using Instagram or Facebook, this will mean that the focus of your advertising campaign will be in the bigger cities. Now, if you also want to boost sales locally around these resellers, you want to give an even budget and even exposure also to the local resellers. And this is why it's also important that you would create not one nationwide campaign that you target locally, but you create 300 separate campaigns. For every reseller, their own campaign with their own budget. And this has an extra added value. What if you would personalize every local campaign? So every shop of these 300 would get their own local campaign. They would have their own logo in it, their own picture in it. They would have their own call to action in it. Maybe shop 1 and shop 2 have a different discount or a different trigger to let people come to the store. In this case, you offer the reseller freedom to come up with their own promotion next to your branding. And if you could do this at scale, not only for 300 shops in the Netherlands, but maybe for 30,000 across the globe, then you're golden. And this is what Ambrosia's Marketing Control Tower can do. We personalize mini campaigns, hyper-locally targeted at a local level. And it doesn't matter to us if you have 300 tiny campaigns, all personalized with their own local picture. It is done from one central platform.